So I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on Kraven, and the more I think about it, the less hyped I actually am for the movie. So in today's video, I'm going to explain why I don't think it's all that, if you get what I mean. Either way, if you like Spider-Man, and you probably do because you clicked on this video, then subscribe, because this is a Spider-Man channel, so... you know, what are you waiting for? Anyways, the Kraven trailer came out, and I'm not gonna lie, I was actually really excited to see how this one would turn out. From what we heard a couple of months back when the first trailer was shown at a select audience, I thought, wow, that sounds pretty cool. There's a lot of violence, there's a lot of blood, maybe this film will do something a bit unique, a bit special. And then the trailer came out, and... like, it seems like the best Sony movie so far, the best Sony Spider-Man movie, but to be honest with you, you know, it sounds like it has a cool story, but genuinely seems like the most bang average movie you could ever see. Let me put it like this. You know how Dwayne Johnson plays the same character in every single movie that he's in, and that's like the whole meme around that? Well, Kraven the Hunter basically fits into this category, except for action-adventure films. Like, it's every movie you've ever seen. Like, some dialogue is cool, some shots are pretty well done, but for me, there's no creative flair. There's no oomph to it. And yeah, we haven't seen the finished product, but the trailers are meant to show you why this director and why this creative team stands out, and why the movie they are making is going to be great. And yeah, maybe the expectations were high. We just came off Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and this is the next Spider-Man project to follow on after that. We've also got to remember that we've just come off the back of gameplay for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, which also featured a pretty good Kraven the Hunter as well. So there's a lot of hype to live up to, and I don't think it's fair to compare it to that. But my point still stands. There is nothing really creative about this movie. I don't really see anything in this movie that stands out to me and goes, yeah, that's new, that's unique, I've never seen that before, this looks pretty cool. It just looks cool. Yeah, it's every movie I've ever seen, to be honest. At least Morbius had a dance scene. At least they got that. And I think by far my biggest problem from the trailer is Aaron Taylor Johnson. You know what, I'm gonna say it, right? You know, Aaron Taylor Johnson seems like a great guy, but I've never been a big fan of his. I've seen a bunch of his movies, including Age of Ultron, Godzilla, Kick-Ass, and I'm not gonna lie, the only one where I've really seen him excel was probably Kick-Ass. Apart from that, he's never really been a memorable actor for me. Whenever he's played a character, I've never really been a big fan of the character or his acting in the film. Maybe he tends to pick roles that don't really fit his acting style, or maybe I'm just an idiot, I don't know. But I've never really been a fan of him. And I'm totally open to the idea of him proving me 100% wrong in this film, but I do not see him as Kraven the Hunter. I do not at all. He looks so awkward in this role. I see him in this trailer as a dude who has animal powers, and that's pretty much it. That's the issue. And like we mentioned earlier, I think it's fitting that one of the biggest Spider-Man products to ever be produced, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, is also coming out this year featuring Kraven the Hunter. And Kraven has never really been adapted in anything mainstream when it comes to Spider-Man stuff. He's one of the only villains in the Rogues Gallery that hasn't really had a massive adaptation yet. So seeing his solo movie debut go up against one of the biggest games of the year is actually quite impressive. And what's even weirder is that they both come out in October as well, so they are really going head to head. And I gotta say, the Kraven from Marvel's Spider-Man 2, they get him absolutely spot on from the gameplay that we saw. When you compare the two, everything that makes Kraven a unique character in the comics, from the games and pretty much any other adaptation he's in, is taken away in the Kraven the Hunter trailer. I know that comic accuracy sometimes can be looked past to adapt a character, but not when you take away what makes that character so unique. And obviously you have to take into account that the level of comic accuracy when it comes to certain characters is heavier than others. Like, if you take away the fact that Peter Parker gets bit by a spider, you take away Uncle Ben, and you take away a bunch of other stuff, that doesn't make him Spider-Man. Spider-Man has a very strict list of things that make him the character that he is, or else he basically just isn't Spider-Man at all. The story of Spider-Man then becomes redundant. But a character, for example, like Morbius, you can really switch him around and switch his character up in any way that you really like. Because the only thing that makes him Morbius is the fact that he's a vampire. But Kraven the Hunter, I think, falls kind of in between those two examples, where there is a bunch of stuff that makes him unique as a character that I think you have to get right when it comes to translating him from the comics. But obviously, there is a bunch of other stuff that you can do differently. So I quickly made a list of what I think personally makes Kraven such a cool character. The first thing I had down was the hunting. Okay, well, they got that. The second thing I had was the connection with the animals. Okay, well, they got that one too. The third thing I had was the costume. that's not really doing it for me. I mean, they have a costume that kind of looks like it does from the comics, but where's the furry eye jacket? And what the hell is that? Kraven's muscular build is another one that you have to get right. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's buff, but he's nowhere near how buff Kraven should be. Okay, here's one that you can't screw up. The accent. Kraven's iconic accent. What? They didn't get the accent? They didn't get the accent. What's even worse about the fact that they didn't get Kraven and his accent is that they gave it to his father. I'm not going to lie, voice acting wise, Russell Crowe would be an excellent Kraven the Hunter. Obviously, he's a little too old to play Sergei in live action, but man, if you ever need a Kraven the Hunter in animation, Russell Crowe is your guy. I'd understand that if they were changing up the character so he was like 100% American, it would make sense that he has the American accent. But the fact that you have his father be Russian and you don't give Kraven the accent is absolutely preposterous. Kraven's accent is a part of what makes him so unique. Every single Spider-Man villain pretty much has an American accent. But Kraven's cool because he's got a Russian accent. He sounds sick. And you take it away. Overall, this version of the character doesn't really feel like Kraven the Hunter, which adds to my overarching problem of this film basically looking and feeling very, very average. Like, it'll just come out and be one of those films that get grouped in a category of 20 films under action and adventure of the year 2023. Either way, that's all I really got to say about this film right now. Rhino looks cool though. Can't wait to see what he looks like fully. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for my thoughts on the Kraven trailer. I know this video is a little shorter than usual, but I thought I'd get my thoughts out there since the trailer came out yesterday. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like on it and also make sure to subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below, what do you think about the Kraven trailer? Also, I want to let you guys know that if you want to stay up to date with all types of Spider-Man news, my other channel, Lewis News, is almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I'd really love if we could push it to 1,000 by the end of the summer. That would be really, really helpful to me. If you could support me as a content creator, then that would be awesome as well. Also, I would just want to give a quick shout out to the members page as well, because the members, you guys are absolutely awesome. But if you want to join the members page, you get every single video that I upload early. You probably have noticed if you've been on the channel for long enough that videos go out earlier for members, so you can get that as well. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.